What did Dharmakirti do? He wanted to reform people. So, under the pretext, with the intention to reform people, he has invited all people with all the afflictions, all the bad people with nefarious designs. They were all around him. They were all around him. After some discussions, they had actually brainwashed the king reverse. Then ultimately what happened? The king itself was ruined. So the best thing, unless you have the capacity and the Sadguru gives you the capacity and asks you to reform anyone, just decide that this is not your cup of tea. Just ignore them. If there are any places of sins, just ignore them. These are the 4 solutions given by Patanjali Maharshi. I will just repeat for our reference. Maitri is friendship with someone who keeps himself happy. Because happiness is a state of mind. It is not actual. If I ask, are you happy? You will say, oh, Balaswamiji is doing a puja. I am sitting in the prayer hall. How happy I am. If a person who does not have application of mind here, he will say, oh, I had to squat on the ground. I did not have any cushion and beneath me. Actually, I am troubled. I am made to sit at this place for minutes or hours together. Oh, this is really boring. I can't actually bear with it. That is a feeling, because I said it's a state of mind. So whoever has the habit of keeping themselves happy, you have to share the company with them and have a healthy friendship with them. That is the Maitri. The Karuna is empathy. The third one is Mudita. Mudita is the being happiness in the company of great souls who are performing great deeds. That is the third one. The fourth one is the ignoring the vices. The people who are afflicted the vices, just keep away from them. That will preserve the mental quality and it will lead to a very good path. This is the first set of solutions, because he has given more than 10 solutions. This is the first set of solutions given by Patanjali Maharshi. The second one is the pranayama, because the objective of this discussion is ekatatvabhyasa. There are many afflictions to the mind, obstacles. To get over them, we have to practice ekatattva abhyasa. So what aids this ekatattva abhyasa means, this is the first set of solutions. The second set is the pranayama. Prachardana vidharanabhyam va pranasya. Vidharanam is holding the breath. Prachardanam is to exhale. Actually, inhaling is not very important in the scheme of things. Always they say, the longer you hold your breath, the longer you exhale. Typically, traditionally, there is a methodology of doing pranayama. It's as simple as this. Just count 4 to inhale, count 8 to hold the breath, and count 16 to exhale. So that is becoming double the original time taken. So the vidharana and the prachardana are very important. This is the pranayama methodology which we have learned through Kriya Yoga many times. The third avenue is Vishayavativa pravrittirutpanna manasaha sthiti nibandhini. First we said we had learned how to train our mind. That was the first one. The second one was to practice pranayama to instill a sense of quietness in our mind through pranayama. This has happened. Okay, if conducting pranayama, performing pranayama for longer hours is not actually possible in the initial stages, he gives a third set of solutions. This is a third set of solution. The first one is to train the mind. Second one is to do pranayama. The third set has a number of solutions. This is the third set. You find an object that appeals to your mind. Vishayavativa pravrittihi utpanna manasaha sthiti nibandhani. If you like a music, if you like a pranava nada or a CD or a good music or a good object, you just concentrate on that object alone. Because the mind has found its object of concentration. Once you find the object of concentration, your job is half done. So, Vishayavativa pravrittihi. The mind should find its object which can make it concentrate. नासिकाग्रे धारगतः अस्या या दिव्य गंध संवित सा गंध प्रवृत्ति. He gives the examples of 5 sensory attractions. नासिकाग्रे धारगतः अस्या. If you just sit straight, you just try to look at the tip of your nose. That is one way of holding your mind. Sometimes you get a wonderful fragrance. You don't know the reason for it. Instead of searching for its source, just enjoy that fragrance and be happy and concentrate on the tip of the nose. This is one tip. Jihvagre rasa samvit. If you think the tip of the tongue has a special attraction, then you will have the rasa samvit. You will get all the great tastes that you might have tasted in life or you may have aspired in life. You will get that even without tasting those objects, your mind will have that feel. That is the jihvagre rasa samvit. Talu de ropa samvit. See, talu is the cheek. If you can just look at the tip of your cheek, then you will have some beautiful ideas and beautiful forms that appear in your mind. Jihva madhye sparsha samvita. These are the elaborations given by Vyasa. These are not the original Patanjali Maharshi's aphorisms. These are the interpretations given by Vyasa in the Vyasa Bhashya. Jihva madhye sparsha samvita. Because you are not supposed to touch anything in your face, whatever are the limbs. You just assign one point to hold your attention. Jihva mule shabda samvit. The jihva mula is the source of your tongue. If you just hold it, then you will have the shabda samvit, because the originating point of the tip is the originating point of the tongue is related to the ear. So you will have the best sounds, feel of the best sounds. उत्पन्नास चित्तम स्थितौ निबद्धनन्ति संशयं विधमन्ति समाधि प्रज्ञायाञ्च द्वारे भवन्ति. By holding the attention of the mind and making it still, you will have the path easy to attain samadhi. Vishokava jyotishmati. Beyond this, what can happen? Vishokava jyotishmati. Vedic verses have given a detailed description about many things. Especially the Narayana Sukta, which says that adho nishtya vitastyante nabhyam uparitishthati jvala mala kulambhati vishwasya agatanam mahat. If you want to have the darshan of the God, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't loiter here and there. Best thing is just turn your mind inside. You can have the great visualization. What will happen? Adho nishtya vitastyante nabhyam upari tishtati. Above the navel, the nabhi, there is a particular place called the Hrut Pundarika, the lotus called the Hridaya. In that, you have the eternal effulgent light, Jyoti, Vishoka. It does, because if you have a candle as an example, if there is some air in it, if wind blows, it will blow off. If you have an electrical light, if you just switch it off, it will go off. The eternal source of light, such as the sun, even he also has some afflictions. During eclipses or sunset or rainy season, the sunlight is not so effulgent. But contrary to all these examples, Vishokava Jyotishmati, the Jyotis are the light which is innate in us, that is eternal. As long as you have that consciousness feeling, the sense of consciousness that goes on without any disturbance and disruption. So that is, it's called Vishoka. So turn your mind on the eternal light which is innate. That is the part of the first solution in the third set. The second one is Swapna Nidra Jnanavalambanam va. Jnanalambanam va. Swapna Jnanalambanam va. Nidra Jnanalambanam va. Tadakaran yoginas chittam sthitipadam labhate. Sometimes it happens that when you are actually having deep sleep, you will have the wonderful feel. Most people have this bliss, but they will not be able to decipher that this is the reason for their happiness. What is it called? Nidra Alambanam, Nidra Jnana Alambanam. The great feel during your deep sleep, you just try to retain it even after you get up. Sometimes in your dreaming state, this Swapna Avastha, in that state, you will have some great visualizations which actually pinpoints your mind towards a particular peculiar situation. Whether it is Swapna Jnana or Nidra Jnana, it does not matter. You need to instill the sense of quietude in your mind, and it has to become pointed and very concentrated. So he says the second option is Swapna Jnana, Nidra Jnana Alambanam. The next one is Paramanu, Parama, Mahatva, Antaha, Asya Vashikaraha. Sometimes we will be better thinking about a gross object. If I ask you to think about a very subtle object which is beyond your comprehension, beyond your guess, it will be very difficult. If I ask you to concentrate on a deity, the icon, the idol, or a lamp, which is external, your mind will be focused. That is one way. For people, great souls in a higher plane, they do not need a physical object for their concentration. What they do? They have the subtlest aspect. That is called the Paramanu. Parama Anu, Parama Mahatva. Parama Anu is the subatomic level. Parama Mahatva is the grossest level. Either if your mind is fit enough, it can concentrate on the subtlest part, the Sukshma Vishaya, or something which is very gross. If you are concentrated at the gross level, then you are actually ultimately the paradoxy of this comparison is very interesting. Naturally, if you are talking about anything which is gross, sthula, then what would happen? You are leading towards a different direction. If you are thinking about anything which is very, very, very subtle, the sukshma, then your direction should be different. But the beauty of this concept is Ano Raniyan Mahato Mahiyan. This is the Brahman which is subtler than the subtlest and the grosser than the grossest. Mahato Mahiyan. So either way you go, because it's similar to a circle. If you are starting here, even if you go this way, you will reach the same point. And if you are starting from this way, you will reach at the same tip. It's like a globe. So wherever you are starting, you have to come to the ultimate point. So either if you want to concentrate on the grossest level, you can continue that. If you are wanting to concentrate on the subtlest, you can do that. What will happen ultimately? Both will meet at the same point. So what should happen? Ekatattva abhyasa. The mind has to be held firmly, steadfast. For that, these are the other options given by him. This is the third set of options. The next one is Kshena vrittehe abhijatasyeva maner grahitra grahana grahyeshu tatstha tadanjanata samapattihi. What will happen if you do this type of concentration practice?